1 year ago, Botar and Trinuma, on their way to the original Rendezvous Island to arm Brutaka's team with weapons, are attacked by Icarax, who is going to Metronui. Botar is killed and Trinuma is critically wounded, causing the deposit point to be weak located. Vizon, Takedox, Karapar, Rudaka, and Sporaya are all captured by the Order of Motonui and placed in a cell. Before Vizon can escape, Rutaka arrives. Being told that they can either obey his commands or be buried alive, the 5 inmates comply. Later on, the newly formed team arrive at Stelt, Sidorak's home island, in hopes of finding a large boat to take them south. Rudaka hides herself with a cloak to keep the inhabitants from knowing her identity. The team enters a trader's market. Rutaka asks a trader for a ship to the south, and promises to pay for it with Rudaka, as the Vortex is still wanted on Stelt for what she did to Sidorak. The trader makes the deal and shows Rutaka his ship. Without anyone spotting him, Takedox slips away and hypnotizes the crew, ordering them to jump off the boat. Rutaka gives the trader the honor of capturing Rudaka, but insists that no one would believe him unless his armor had battle scars as proof. Rutaka tells him that Vizon would do the job. The trader agrees and stands still, waiting for Vizon to strike him. Rutaka then knocks the trader unconscious, and the team boards the boat. The group leaves Stelt, and Rutaka explains their mission, to free Miserex, the former leader of the Brotherhood of Makuta. The team's boat is pursued by Zyglak, and Rutaka tries to steer the ship away. Sporaya uses his wind power to hold it there. Sporaya reveals he is allied with the Zyglak, and causes mutiny. He takes command of the ship so he can go to Zakaz and take revenge on the Skakti, the reason for his cast out of the Brotherhood. Sporaya and his fleet of Zyglak reach Zakaz. Several Dark Hunter ships are destroyed by the Zyglak. The survivors reach the shore, but are killed by Skakti. Suddenly the Zyglak ships are sunk and attacked by Elix species. Rutaka attacks Sporaya, who wins, and takes command of the ship again. Rutaka's ally and last member of the team, a Dark Hunter called Lariska, is introduced to the rest of the group. Rutaka's group arms themselves with weapons at the new rendezvous point, Trenkrom's island, and are attacked by Trenkrom shortly after. Trenkrom captures the group, and Karapar attempts to kill him, but he is killed instead by a disintegration ray. Disgusted by this, Trenkrom releases them to go on their way. The team arrives on the island of Artidax, where Sporaya sets off a trap set for Makuta and is attacked by a hand made of living sand. Rudaka uses her mutation spinner to mutate the sand into a swarm of fireflies. After some encouragement from Rudaka, and being tricked into believing that they could be the leader of the Brotherhood if they succeed, Sporaya agrees to act as the team's guide of the island. Before entering a tunnel, Vizon steps in front of Sporaya and points out a thin vine that had been set as a trap. After bypassing the trap, they enter a tunnel in the side of the mountain. The team is trapped inside after Takedox cuts the vine to trigger the trap, causing an avalanche that seals the land. The team continues into the tunnel and arrive at a chasm spanned by a thin bridge. Takedox escapes. They begin to cross the bridge, and insects crawl up the wall and block the entrance and exit the area. Rudaka uses her rotary spinner and fires at the insects, mutating them. The insects then turn on the mutated ones and fight them for being different, allowing the team a way out. The team finds Miserex. Seeing Sporaya amongst the team, Miserex absorbs the Makuta and kills him as revenge for his actions. The team destroys one of the chains holding Miserex. He then breaks himself free from the others. The team is attacked by Clack, who are defeated by Miserex. Miserex grows his wings, and the remaining members of the team get onto his back and fly north. Along the way, the team notices that their boat had disappeared. Meanwhile, at the same time, Tuma organizes a Skrull migration to the south, where they occupy the city of Roxtus. Even more Skrull are killed as they flee to Roxtus. Atticus leads the Agori of the Rock tribe after the Skrull to join them. Tuma orders regular Vorox runs in an attempt to locate the presence of the Patera in the area to be prepared for a possible invasion. Tanma attempts to take advantage of the Makuta's blindness as a result of Matoro saving Motonui's life, and rallies the Avmatoran to attack the Makuta. Three Shadow Matoran are taken by the Makuta in the sky to act as their eyes via telepathy. Kirop, Galva, and Radayak. The blind Makuta, with their Matoran assistants, pursue the squad of Av-Matoran, including Tanma, Photok, and Solek. The Toanuva are teleported from Artaka to the skies of Cardanui in front of the three Av-Matoran. Lewa sees a shadow leech and tries to capture it. Tanma stops him, accidentally attaching to Lewa and sharing with him his memories of Cardanui's past. Onua understands that the Makuta are blind, and Tahu orders them to stun the Shadow Matoran's eyes. The Makuta then retreat. The Toanuva then begin to remember Cardanui and their pasts. The Toanuva split into two teams. Gali, Tahu, and Onua journey down to the Swamp of Secrets, while Kopaka, Lewa, and Pohatu stay in the villages to help the besieged Av-Matoran. The three Makuta meet in their lair, and Antros decides to send a message to Icarax, requesting that he come to Cardanui. Radiac reaches the Av-Matoran Stalactite village and lures Pohatu and Photok out of it, the two are ambushed by the Makuta and the Shadow Matoran. Pohatu stuns Vampra and Antros, but Herox grabs both Toa and Matoran with a Shadow Hand and throws them down into the village below. Kopaka and Lewa, after joining with their Matoran, arrive. Kopaka hits Herox with a light ball. Lewa and Tanma are attacked by Antros and Radiac, but Lewa hurls the Makuta away with a Cyclone. Kopaka is attacked by Vampra, who uses Kanohi Absa to weaken him. Lewa and Tanma flee, intending to search for the other three Toa to help. However, the battle finishes and the village, along with three Toanuva, who escaped their Matoran partners, still stand. The next day, Solek gives Kopaka a keystone, a piece of a tablet telling how Matanui can be awakened. Meanwhile, Lewa and Tanma are on patrol. They see Kirop passing by overhead, and Lewa uses his air powers to knock him to a nearby stalactite. Kopaka then goes over there and kidnaps Kirop. On Metro Nui, Takanuva is attacked by a Shadow Leech caused by Icarax. He manages to pull the Shadow Leech off, but now has control over Shadow while maintaining his light powers. Takanuva is confronted by Helrix, Krakua, and Brutaka. He is shown the Toamata's past by means of a Krana-Krata hybrid called a Kratatana. Meanwhile, the Toanuva enter the swamp and split up. After a while, Onua is hit by Biddle's Ninra Ghost Blaster and becomes controlled by the Makuta. Biddle uses his mask power to create a number of duplicates. The duplicates take Onua to Krika's lair. Tahu discovers the Kodrex, and Krika emerges from the swamp nearby. He attacks Tahu, who manages to send a signal for help. Kirox and Mutran create a Rahi mount for Mutran's assistant, Vikan, so that he can reach Icarax. Biddle and his doubles arrive on an islet, where Biddle thinks Krika is. No longer under Biddle's control, Onua fires his Ninra Ghost Blaster, which was morphed from a Midak Sky Blaster, and the attack sends Biddle spiraling down towards the swamp. The Toanuva then sees Tahu's signal. In the swamp, the Kanohi Ignika creates a body for itself, called Toa Ignika. A skyboard is also created. Gali finds a keystone, and Goras prepares to strike Gali when she tries to pry it loose from a plant. Gali and Gorast fight. Gali turns the ground below the Makuta to mud, and the Makuta begins to sink in it. Gali offers Gorast mercy, but Gorast plunges into the mud, seemingly committing suicide. She emerges a few moments later from the mud behind Gali, knocking her down, and starts to drain her light. Onua arrives and saves Gali from Gorast. The Toanuva steal a keystone from Kirop, and trick him into leading them and the Matoran to Mutran's hive. Toa Ignika joins the three Toanuva with their Matoran and defeat a Rahi that is attacking them. The seven then reach the Shadow Leech hive.